Hey YouTube, what's up? It's Notorious Bunny here with another car vlog. A few of you guys actually said, hey, yeah, more car vlogs, because I guess you love me that much. So, what I did today, I went to a pet store, and I picked up a bunch of stuffies. So, somebody said, hey, more fish stuff. So, I'm gonna give you some fish stuff. So, here's your chance now to leave if you don't care about fish stuff. Because if you don't like fish stuff, then you're not gonna like the video. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. And I guess what I'll do is I'll explain the whole setup procedure for a tank, I guess. So anyway, I don't know how it'll work, so we'll see when I get home. Peace. Hi, Buell. Alright, so I know it's a fish vlog, but there's gotta be a motorcycle in it, because I'm a motorcycle vlogger. Let's say hi. Oh my god, you're all wet. I'm gonna have to come out here and clean it. Okay. Light says me. And then I gotta clean out that tank. Alright, plant, fish. I got 5 little orangey reddish things. So we're gonna turn off the light, and we're just gonna put the bag in, and that's how you float fish. And then I bought some stuff for my plants. It's like plant food. I wonder if I should float the plants too. Yeah, I'm sure they'll be fine. Alright, so this is my armoire. I had this filter I had that was leaking. There is my little broken jar decoration thingy. Ha! Okay, that would look pretty in there, right? Whatever. While they're floating, I guess I will arrange the plant tank to my liking. So what I've got here, this is my new tank. Alright, relax little buddies, relax. This is my new tank. It's 20 gallons. I have put in black sand, but the black sand, if you ever do any kind of substrate, sand, gravel, whatever, you need to rinse it out in a bucket, I guess in a sink or your tub or something, because when things rub together it creates dust, so the sand is very dusty. So what I do is I just rinse it out, and I have it in the bucket, and I swirl it around with my hand, and I keep draining and filling the bucket about 5 times. You want to rinse it out. So, and then I put the sand in the tank, and I filled it up with water, and I put in the filter. This is my filter here. This is the out, where it's blowing out, and that's the in. And that's this thing back here is it's a canister filter, so it doesn't like hang over the side and have like a waterfall effect. So I had the water in the tank for about, I don't remember when my Facebook post was, I'm going to say about a week. I had the water with the heater and the light just running with nothing in it but water. Now when you do fill up the tank for the first time with your new sand, if you do sand, all the water, if depending on whatever color sand you put in, the water is going to be that color. So the water looked black in my case. So that's normal. That's okay. That's why you run the filter, and it picks up all that extra dust in the water. And then you just let it go for a week, because what happens is, if you just throw a bunch of fish together into a tank that's brand new, all their poop and everything, the reason you have a filter is to grow healthy bacteria in the filter. Let's move that. In this filter, there's foam and all kinds of what's called media, just to filter out. You have carbon in there, you have all kinds of filtration stuff in here. So in there you have bacteria growing on those filters. That bacteria eats the waste that they produce. So people say, oh, why can't I just add fish? Isn't that why I have a filter? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but you also need to have your bacteria growing in your filter in order to actually correctly remove waste. So the waste gets broken down. But over time, you still have when the waste gets broken down, it just doesn't disappear. It just becomes less toxic and less toxic as it gets further broken down. But it comes to a point where you still have to do a water change. Now, what is a water change? It's when you drain part of the water and then you put in new water. That's a water change. When you clean your fish tank, you don't dump out all the water out. You don't take out the sand and wash it because there's still bacteria growing in here too. So you want all of that as well. So you never ever do like a full clean on a tank. Ever. Unless you have a crash where like you have a whole disease and you have to start from scratch. Then you thoroughly wash everything. And when it comes to the filter, the foam and stuff inside the filter, it's called filter media. The media, you never actually wash that in the sink either. When you do a water change, typically you clean your filter too. So you take out 25% of your water and replace it with new water. And when you clean your filter, the little spongy material, you clean that in the water you just took from here. So say I'm doing I guess it's faster to just explain it. Say you're doing a water change and cleaning your tank. Once a week, once every 2 weeks, you drain 25% of your water. So obviously you go, ooh, that's half the tank right there, that's 25%. So you take out that much. Sorry, I'm freaking these guys out. So you take out 25% of your water into a bucket, and then you take the filters stuff out of there, and you just squish it in the bucket of the old water, put the filters back, dump the water, put in new water. Ta-da! That's a whatever. Look really stupid or really cool, so I guess we'll find out. You don't know what's in their water, so you want to limit as much possible infection of your tank as possible. So I'm just going to get rid of some of theirs. Without dumping my fish into the bucket. Now I've done this many times before, so I kind of have an idea. So just be really careful when you do it. And they're gonna go find each other, and they're all gonna hang out together in that corner for now, I guess. This is Seachem Prime. It's a water conditioner, and it gives them a slime coat. All fish have a coating of slime on them, I'm sure. As everybody's held a fish, they have felt the sliminess of that fish. So that is actually like their second skin. And this one's really concentrated, so you don't want to add a lot. But when the girl at the pet store, grabbed the fish with the net, she rubbed off some of their slime coat. So now they're susceptible. It's like getting rug burn, and then they're in fish tanks where they poop and stuff. So it's like getting rug burn and then shoving your arm into a toilet bowl. It's really not smart. So you put on a Band-Aid, right? Well, fish can't really put on Band-Aids, so we give them their slime coat. So I'm only going to turn the light on for a little bit, just so that I can see the whole thing set up. But then I'm going to leave the lights off because they're stressed out. And when you introduce new fish to a tank, you really should just leave the lights out for a little while and make sure they're not stressed out. So let's see. Yeah, they're just gonna hang out in that corner for a little while, probably. So this is my setup so far, and we'll see if I still like that by the end of today, because it's kind of shadowing that plant a little bit, and I don't want that to get a lack of light. So, and of course, every time you do anything to a tank, you're gonna have a bunch of shit, you know, swirling about. So you just gotta wait for the filter to suck it all up. So I'm gonna turn this off and let them chill out. So yeah, that's what's new with me, right there. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace.